like to get them up. They like to fly the ball up the court, and NC State's got to be ready for them.
UT Martin in blue, NC State in white, and we are underway. The Wolfpack back-to-back wins, looking to keep it going here in non-conference play. A quick scoop to the hoop. We told you both teams love to score. We might not see a shot clock go under 10 tonight. You take a look at the Wolfpack starting five, Noah.
Yeah, and Casey Morcell's been great, and then DJ Burns right there with the basketball. They played through him all night long, and he's really good at that, reading the digs and the double teams, getting open shots for his teammates.
We mentioned Sears and Cruz lead the way for the Skyhawks. Those are the rest of the five. And they are not shy. They are going to let it fly. They've got the green light all night long from head coach Ryan Ritter.
And already early, they got 2 layups. I mean, KK Curry just missed an easy one.
Great pass, corner 3. It's good. Casey Morcell, the first of what you'd think would be many threes tonight for NC State, although they've got it as a 2 right now.
Yeah, a great dish by DJ Burns, who was Conference Player of the Year in the Big South during his 3 seasons at Winthrop. And expect UT Martin to kind of change up coverages on him in the post.
Justice Jackson lines up a triple and hits it.
Yeah, Casey Morcell a moment ago had his foot on the line, but there's the first 3 from UT Martin. They've been so explosive on the offensive end. 87 points per game and number 16 in the country in fast break points.
Dennis Parker Jr., a freshman who's come in and provided big minutes as of late.
And right here, here's what they're going to try to do against Jordan Sears is pressure him, throw a couple different bodies against him, and try to wear him down. And right there, he almost committed a turnover, but when you're getting pressed up on, that's going to really take away some of your handle over the long term.
And there's Ryan Ritter, head coach of UT Martin, improved 11 wins between year 1 and year 2, looking to take that next step, win the OVC, get into the NCAA tournament here in year 3. That's a deep 3, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net. Jacob Cruz, unlimited range.
Yeah, we told you about it. I mean, he just stare down. That was like Carmelo Anthony. Stare down, the hand was down, and he just launched from deep.
He's got the headband, too.
Yeah, he's a big accessory guy. He's got a leg sleeve, an arm sleeve, and a headband.
Feels like one of those create a player on a basketball video game, NBA 2K. Defense leading to a good look. Second chance. Still no good.
And you're going to see both UT Martin and NC State flying into passing lanes. And right there, that was a wide open 3 because it was a huge chance taken by UT Martin, trying to just fly out and get a steal.
Sears couldn't connect there. Offensive rebound will stay with the Skyhawks. Take a look at the tail of the tape, Noah. Both teams love to push it. High-tempo teams. You see that with the fast break points and the three-point makes.
Yeah, and the rebounds per game on the defensive end for UT Martin is tops in the country. And Coach Ritter told us that don't get too carried away with that. That's partially because they play so many possessions. But you got to give them credit. They clean up that defensive glass, and that kind of fuels their break.
There's a turnover. That's what the Skyhawks are hoping to avoid tonight. And it leads to points the other way. That's what NC State can do. They'll turn you over. That time Taylor finishes it.
Yeah, but Jaden Taylor had Dennis Parker wide open. They could have had a much easier layup right there, but that's exactly what the Wolfpack want. Tip balls and steals leading to transition. That'll be good for UT Martin right there. They can try to draw out DJ Burns into coverage right here. This is a tough finish on 3 guys, but his teammate was wide open underneath as well. So credit him with the finish, but it could have made it a little bit easier.
Only 7 seconds on the shot clock. Sears has to hurry. Comes off the screen, right to the rim, swatted by Burns. There's 1 second on the shot clock.
And Jordan Sears trying to test out DJ Burns underneath with a little scoop layup, but great job by DJ Burns, the big man. Move the feet.
That's a shot clock violation. 4 minutes gone by. UT Martin not shy to start.
Yeah, no doubt it's much more than just a game you can overlook if you're NC State because of the three-point shooting of that man. Jacob Cruz rolling.
At Amica, protecting what matters most to you matters most to us.
You've got the love. You've got the love.
Now you'll have peace of mind for his future.
I can count on you.
We get how uncertain the future is. We've come of age in a complex world, face to face with problems we didn't create. So what's going to happen next? We are. Because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
This Christmas Day,
High time me and you was introduced.
the motion picture event of the holiday season arrives.
I thought I invited a few folks.
It's time, see the world. Drinks on the house.
The Color Purple, rated PG-13, only in theaters Christmas Day.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly grill your hot subs right in front of you. You can't get that smell anywhere else unless you have one of these. Don't mind me. Take the sizzle to go. Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
I am so thankful for you as a person. You've been down range a couple of times.
This is the icon of vacations. Icon of the Seas, arriving 2024.
Look at that sweet frosting and filling. That's what makes Pop-Tarts such a great snack.
I sure hope we get eaten soon.
We will. I made a sign.
It's working.
Pop-Tarts! Crazy good.
Ryan Ritter of the UT Martin Skyhawks making the 11-hour trip east from Martin, Tennessee. The population just over 10,000 people. So you can almost fit twice the population of Martin, Tennessee in PNC Arena.
Yeah, and he kind of told us a story like when he got the job, all right, he's got to convince his wife, let's move out to the middle of nowhere. His words, not mine. Don't kill me, Martin, Tennessee. But
they're coming after you.
He just signed a big extension, so he is locked in there for the long haul, and he's already got this program going in the right direction. And I think certainly Jacob Cruz has been even better than they expected him to be. The transfer from Daytona State College.
Coming out of the timeout, DJ Horne buries a triple, so NC State leading for the first time tonight. That's a turnover. 3 already for UT Martin.
Yeah, Dennis Parker, great rotation along the baseline.
Horne couldn't connect that time from a similar spot where he buried the last one.
Yeah, you're seeing UT Martin try to slow it down a little bit because Coach Ritter said he knows even for a team that likes to play fast, it might not be the best solution to try to run with NC State.
Open look. Those are the ones you have to make if you're going to pull the upset. And so far, UT Martin has. The last one belongs to Sears.
Yeah, last time they stole that pass on the baseline, and then that one they missed it by an inch and gave up a 3.
That is money from DJ Burns, his bread and butter.
Yeah, he's so smooth, and he's got a great body, but it's really the touch. I mean, he shoots little pull-up jumpers from 6 feet, from 8 feet.
Oh! UT Martin has come to play. KK Curry. They are not backing down on the road. Big underdogs in this game.
Yeah, beautiful backdoor cut, and then off the trampoline underneath.
And the Wolfpack answer with a 3. Back in front by 1.
Yeah, DJ Burns again, setting the table from the post.
Risky pass. Deflected out of bounds.
Right here, get overplayed by the NC State defense. KK Curry. Backdoor, monster jam.
The stare-down game has been elite from UT Martin to start this game.
Yeah, he's a young man who Coach Ritter shared with us that early on in his career, he was not bought in. And he pretty much came to him and said, either you got to start doing what we want or you're not going to be seeing a lot of minutes. And he's turned it all around. And as a senior, he's one of his top program guys. He absolutely loves coaching KK Curry.
Contested 3, hits it again. Jacob Cruz, his second of the night.
I don't know how he saw the rim right there. That was like, you know, Wilson over the fence in home improvement. I mean, that was a wildly contested shot.
And NC State answers right back. We told you there was going to be a lot of scoring. Well, both of these teams have made their last 3 shots. And the tempo is not slowing down.
Jacob Cruz, as good as advertised. Look at this. This is about as good perimeter defense as you can play if you're O'Connell, and nothing you can do about it. 6'8", he elevated, knocked it down, feeling himself.
These teams shooting a combined 13 of 22, so a hot start to say the least. Although a missed layup there. Foul on the floor.
So now if you're NC State, you've seen how good UT Martin is. So the shock of, wait, they're a pretty good team can kind of be over. And now they've got to find their energy. And they've got to start getting some deflections and playing with a little bit more energy, because I think UT Martin's had more energy early.
Contested and blocked at the rim. UT Martin undersized at every position, but battling here on the road. Counted, plus the foul. Jacob Cruz. What a start for the Skyhawks.
And he's got one more year, and he's going to be transferring somewhere high major. This is like an audition tape right here, but right there, exactly what he wants to do. The trailer, launches it. That's like a layup for him. And NC State now has to go, all right, number 35 in blue, pick him up at the NBA line.
Cruz, a perfect 3 for 3 from 3. That a 4-point play with the and 1. Coach Ritter told us if he has 100 open shots, he should take 100 shots. And so far, the green light is well-deserved.
Yeah, he's what we call a driller. It's one level above a shooter, where if he's open and in range, you just expect it to go in.
That's a travel.
Yeah, NC State's trying to get it all back at once. He's got to take it one play at a time. They're a little bit rushed.
What an impressive start for UT Martin, shooting 7 of 11 from the floor. They've made their last 4. And we told you, Sears and Cruz, 2 big-time players that have come into PNC Arena confident tonight. Here's Sears now. And he traveled. UT Martin has built a 4-point lead. They're giving NC State everything the Wolfpack can handle early.
At Amica, we provide you with something more than auto, home, or life insurance. It's empathy.
You've got the love. You've got the love.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Thank you.
Because at Amica, your coverage always comes with compassion.
Being the best takes hard work. It takes early mornings, planning, precision, sweat, sacrifice, and teamwork. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in their game. Old Dominion Freight Line, helping the world keep promises.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
It's bow time.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Mom. I land at 3.
Any ideas for your first meal home?
Bojangles?
Well, you don't want my cooking. Well, okay.
This holiday, order your family favorites in the Bojangles app. Now that tastes like home. It's bow time.
Ask your provider about Cologuard.
You looking for a good sci-fi show, but just scrolling endlessly instead? Try Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Who are you?
I program Pluto TV's sci-fi channels. All you gotta do is turn it on and watch. It's free.
Hey, that's amazing.
Anyway, I gotta go. Enterprise 1 to beam up. I'm just a programmer at Pluto TV. Yeah. How cool would it have been if I had just beamed up right now?
It would be very cool.
I know.
A holiday message from Jackson Hewitt.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh yeah. Oh, what fun it is to get money the same day.
UT Martin on top of NC State, and good Jacob Cruz early. Not afraid to fire from deep NBA range. 3 for 3, and showing you why he leads the OVC in three-pointers made per contest, just under 3. And that one was and 1, but he has been lights out for UT Martin, who has shown no signs of fear or nerves, Jake.
Yeah, the Skyhawks have come out shooting 64% from the floor. NC State shooting 50%, which will win you a lot of games. Big-time 3, Jaden Taylor delivers.
Yeah, he continues his hot shooting, 50% from behind the arc this season.
Taylor's got 2 triples tonight. Kevin Keatts told us Jaden Taylor, the transfer from Butler, has been the most consistent player on a team that is still finding its identity. It was a roster overhaul, 6 new transfers. Taylor, one of them, 1 freshman comes in 8 games, 6 different leading scorers. So they're still trying to find how they will play together early in a new season.
Yeah, and he's embraced that role of being the best on-ball defender. And, you know, tonight he's going to need to continue to do that and continue to try to bother Jordan Sears.
And another transfer, MJ Rice makes his first bucket of the night. Made his Wolfpack debut last week, scored 11 points in 10 minutes. Here's Cruz, who stays perfect, and back and forth we go, punch for punch.
Now, it went in, but NC State did their job. At least they got him off the three-point line. But it just seems like he's comfortable, and now we're seeing both teams heat up.
It is officially a shootout here in Raleigh. MJ Rice back-to-back makes. He's still got 3 seasons of eligibility, but he has looked really good. Again, this is just his 2nd game of the season, but he could certainly score. Offensive foul going the other way.
Nice job.
Well, number 1, Jaden Taylor for the Wolfpack.
Right here, just going a little bit too far into the defense, and Jaden Taylor commits the charge. Good D by UT Martin.
Now we're going to Wolfpack number 30.
But there's still, you can tell, it's a new group of guys for NC State, and when you get the transfers coming together, even though they're the 14th most experienced team in the country in terms of D1 minutes, it's still a feeling out process to get the chemistry going and get the gelling happening.
Well, how about MJ Rice in terms of coming into a team that's already been playing together? Last week, 11 points in 10 minutes. He has 7 points in 3. So he can score, no doubt about that. Just still finding his rhythm. Lost the handle there.
Now winning for the Skyhawks, number 4, Justice Jackson.
Yeah, so Rice early on becoming that 5th double-figure scorer for NC State, and you know, this is balance. I mean, it's not only double figures, but they're averaging almost the exact same amount. And you know what that does when you're a player is you just feel really invested. You know, you could go off one night, your teammate could go off another night, and he's capable of missing, Jay. I didn't know that guy could miss.
First miss of the night for Cruz. And NC State gives it away. Pull up pop, no good.
Right there, they got to dump it right down to DJ Burns, though. They got to play through this guy.
Right on cue.
Yeah, he's so unique because he loves that little 8-footer. You know, that's kind of the lost art. That's how guys played in the 70s. And he could just get to a spot and elevate. And that time, little pick and pop, found the short corner, and he loves that little jump shot there.
Now, you would think tonight that Kevin Keatts and everybody watching this game knows UT Martin doesn't have a player like DJ Burns. You know, their guards, Sears and KK Curry, they can match up with NC State's guards at times, but DJ Burns, there's nobody the Skyhawks can answer with for him.
No, and he can do it against anybody. So he doesn't even need a size advantage. But when you've got a huge height and strength advantage, I think if they're not on a break, they got to dump it down to 30 in white.
Rice traveled, took a step before the dribble.
Now number 11, Dennis Parker Jr.
5 turnovers in this first half for NC State. A 4-point lead, though, and the Wolfpack have made their last 4 shots, whereas UT Martin have fallen cold. They're in a scoring drought of more than 2 minutes now. After starting this game 8 of 13 from the field, they've now missed 5 in a row.
Yeah, and that's going to play right into NC State's hands. A long contested 2.
Morcell. He was halfway down, rattled in and out. Stays Wolfpack ball underneath their own hoop.
Nice recovery inside. Sebastian Mendoza with the block. But, you know, DJ Burns, I mean, he was doing it against Clinton Post against BC, and that's a legit 7-footer. So, you know, when you play with someone like him, he's a willing passer out of the post, and you're a perimeter guy. Like, I want him to get the ball so I can relocate and get an open 3.
Spun his way into a foul there.
Foul number 15, Christian Fussell for the Skyhawks. His first foul, team 7 foul.
Here's DJ Horne. And now Burns. Decides to take it himself. Can't connect that time.
Then saw the double team didn't come. He recognized. Went right over the top. He's going to get a 10-second violation right there. That was close.
UT Martin now more than 3 minutes without a point and a giveaway. Casey Marcel, the steal and the score. Timeout, Ryan Ritter. NC State on a 12-2 run over the last 4 minutes to grab control of this game.
At Amica, your coverage always comes with compassion.
You've got the love.
I'm just glad to know you're both okay.
I know I can count on you.
This Christmas Day,
About time me and you was introduced.
the motion picture event of the holiday season arrives.
I thought I invited a few folks.
It's time, see the world. Drinks on the house.
The Color Purple, rated PG-13, only in theaters Christmas Day.
Our generation isn't turning away from the world's problems. Watch us fly ahead, rise to every challenge, and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
It's bow time.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Mom. I land at 3.
Any ideas for your first meal home?
Bojangles?
Well, you don't want my cooking. Well, okay.
This holiday, order your family favorites in the Bojangles app.
Now that tastes like home.
It's bow time.
Every year, thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments due to falling hydration levels. They've been told how you feel yourself doesn't matter. Then just like that, they're gone. Get yourself back in the game. Get yourself a Gatorade. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
Foul time. We showed up. Let's show out.
3, 2, 1.
Game time. Come on.
Get low, then pick up. Get your hands in the air. It's a stick up. Shake your tambourines, moving quicker. Yeah, I'm shaking down the town. Get the picture.
I got you, baby.
Moving on the floor, gotta love that. How she keep it going on, gotta love that. To the beat like a pro, know you love that. She can shake it to the flow, gotta love that. I always love this time of year.
Shop K's big holiday sale. Savings this big won't last long.
Well, it's been a hallmark under Kevin Keatts here at NC State, but the turnovers leading to points on the other end.
Yeah, great steal by Casey Marcel, but if you're UT Martin, you can't just stand around against NC State. I mean, you're a sitting duck, and you've seen the success that NC State has had on the defensive end. Forcing turnovers has been a staple of Coach Keatts.
Really, since he's arrived in Raleigh, NC State wants to play fast on both sides of the ball, and a fast pace will turn teams over more. And not only that, but the turnovers are live ball, so they usually go back the other way for points. And so far tonight, NC State, 10 of their 28 points have come off UT Martin turnovers. There's another turnover against the Skyhawks. At least that's a dead ball one, Noah, so they can set their defense and won't hurt them.
Yeah, and UT Martin was making very few mistakes in the first part of this half, and now we've seen a couple mental errors in a row, so they've got to regroup here on the road.
Wolfpack on a 12-2 run, looking for more. And they get it. Big time three, DJ Horne, his second triple of the night.
Yeah, DJ Horne, another big time transfer coming over from the Arizona State Sun Devils. And he's a guy who made 72 threes with them last season, so he can stroke it. And good things happen when the ball gets into the paint before you shoot it.
UT Martin led in this game 20-16, but since then They have fallen into a scoring drought. It's allowed NC State to grab control on a 15-2 run.
Yeah, and Jordan Sears has been quiet. I mean, leads the conference in scoring and assists, and he's seeing a little bit more length and a little bit more size guarding him than he usually sees. But he's got to try to get a piece of that paint from UT Martin.
Dennis Parker Jr., the talented freshman, all over Jacob Cruz. Great pass from Cruz and the dunk.
I mean, jump in the air, pray to the heavens, and get bailed out by KK Curry. I mean, Jacob Cruz had nowhere to go with that pass.
And you feel bad for Parker Jr., who played remarkable defense on that possession. Talented freshman, great energy, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You saw it there. And that's just too easy for DJ Burns.
Yeah, I mean, he's just got so much more strength and size down low than Jacob Cruz, and he smartly didn't settle for the J that time. Got it right to the cup for a layup.
And we have a wedgie in Raleigh.
Right here. It's a little better to be lucky than good, as Jacob Cruz hanging in the air for an eternity. The cut and the flush down low. Second monster dunk of the game for KK Curry.
I was about to say, that's his second slam. He should just be running back doors all night long.
Yeah, and honestly, against NC State, they try to deny the first pass. So that cut is open, but the problem is the defender on you is so good at taking away vision that it's hard to see.
UT Martin in the danger zone. Shot clock under 5. Cruz heaves it up. That's no good. They have lost their offensive rhythm.
Yeah, I think they're trying to use Jacob Cruz as the ball handler instead of getting Jordan Sears involved and letting Jacob Cruz be the beneficiary of the penetrating kick.
Burns, he'll make you pay from there usually, not that time. Corner 3, Skyhawks need it and get it.
Oh, and a tee. Taunting.
KK Curry hit the 3, then called for the technical, turned around and chirped at the Wolfpack bench. Here it is.
Yeah, right there, he cranks the 3 from the corner, and then right in front of the official. You got to be a little smarter than that. And yeah, that's a pretty quick tee. What I see all the time, Jay, can I get on my front porch here as an old man? Go for a second. Okay. There's so much of the he's too small celebration every time somebody scores in the post around the country, and I wonder why that's not taunting. Because it's right in front of everybody. So I don't mind this call, but there's some reasonable amount of jump talking that is part of the game, Jay, as you know, of course.
I think it's time and place, and that one was right in front of Claire Aubrey. Almost,
yeah.
She was in between.
Yeah.
So it was almost directed at her. I know it wasn't. It was directed at the Wolfpack bench, but you just have to know where you are.
He's like on their bench, too. So you got to clean it up. You don't want any altercations. So just got to use your head a little bit as a player. Yeah.
What I don't want, though, and you're like, we should see more of those calls, or we don't. I mean, you could call it almost after every basket. I mean, you don't want it to turn into that either.
Nice
tip drill. Dennis Parker Jr. stayed with it. I really like the freshman Parker Jr. Noah.
Yeah, you're not the only one. His coach really likes him. Nice block inside. But he loves his energy, and it's plays like that, tipping the ball, that really can get you a lot more playing time.
Horne left it short. Up ahead, Cruz, acrobatic to do well. Not an easy layup there, but he got it to go.
Yeah, showtime below the rim alley-oop right there. That's when I could do it, Jay. 2 feet below the rim, that was nice.
Jacob Cruz has 14 of UT Martin's 29. NC State, a comfortable cushion, though. 10-point lead for DJ Burns of the Wolfpack.
At Amica, we know the most important part of the home is the family inside it.
I'm so glad everyone's safe.
Thank you so much.
Okay, get this right, and you get my free ticket to tonight's game.
Right.
Who is my all-time favorite receiver?
Larry Fitzgerald.
Yes, Larry Fitzgerald.
Hey, I heard you got an extra ticket to the game tonight. I would love to go.
Yeah, sure. It's all yours, Larry.
Thanks, Billy. I'll meet you out front. What?
Yeah, okay, it's Bob, but okay, yeah.
You don't know your name, dude.
I guess I'm Bill now.
With Vivid Seats, when you buy 10 tickets, you can get your 11th free.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly grill your hot subs right in front of you. You can't get that smell anywhere else unless you have one of these. Don't mind me. Take the sizzle to go.
Okay.
Whoops. I'll pay for those.
Here you go, Danny.
Time to get these smells home. Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above. Ah, that's good sizzle.
It's time to shake up the season and get something a little different this year. It's time for a new Toyota from Toyota of Rock Hill. Toyotathon is on, so your opportunities to save on a new Toyota have never been better. Check out our Real Zero deal. 0 down, 0 payments for 3 months, and 0 cost maintenance. All backed by our rock-solid guarantee. Don't wait, Toyotathon ends soon. Shake up your season today at Toyota of Rock Hill. Located minutes from Uptown at exit 79.
We get how uncertain the future is. We've come of age in a complex world, face to face with problems we didn't create. So what's going to happen next? We are. Because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
Thanks to Total Wine, you saved more on all the gifts for the ones you adore. Wine, spirits, beers, all nestled on shelves.
Find what you love what you find. Always lowest prices at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B20.
Saturday, you do not want to miss it. We've got basketball all day and night long right here on ACC Network. It's a quadruple header that starts at noon. Our featured matchups, Virginia Tech hosting Vermont in Blacksburg at 4, and then number 22, Virginia taking on Northeastern at 6. That's all Saturday right here on ACC Network.
Man, Santa Claus in the house at NC State, but that Virginia Tech Vermont game is going to be a good game. John Becker, great coach for Vermont, and they've already beat Charleston, St. Louis, and they beat Yale on a miracle ending. Did you see that? Miracle. Yeah, which, you know, a lot of officiating went into that ending, but they did not give up, and they won that game on a double pump and 1-3. And Virginia Tech has been a little up and down. Hunter Couture back for 5th year, he's great. Lynn Kidd has taken major steps forward, but you know, when they don't shoot the 3, they struggle. They got stopped by FAU by about 25 earlier this season.
DJ Burns stood his ground, got one deflection, but couldn't stop the bucket. 3 minutes left. Wolfpack lead down to 8. Deep contested 3, rims out.
Well, UT Martin switched to his own, and NC State settled for a pretty deep one there. You still want to get it into the middle first.
Going inside. Quick move to beat Burns, laying it up and in for 2.
David Kamwanga had the nice block earlier. That time, tight spin on the baseline. Excellent one-on-one post move.
And NC State answers right back, floating it into Parker Jr. Under 2 minutes remaining, lead at 8 for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, DJ Horne with a great pass, and that diagonal skip pass right to the corner of the backboard is open against zones, and there's such few players that can see that and deliver, and that was a excellent feat.
Quick release, Taylor misfires, burns the tip drill.
Yeah.
Great coordination to lay that up and in.
Yeah, it's a no, yes. I mean, he didn't even come down with it, just tipped it to himself, a little maker.
And cleaning up the spill on the other end, KK Curry. Wide open three. He'll make you pay. Jaden Taylor buries another one.
Yeah, UT Martin, huge breakdown. You know you can't leave Jaden Taylor shooting it so well from behind the arc. He was wide open.
Kobe Jeffries trying to answer. Down the lane, kick out, and a turnover.
Right here, Casey Morcell sees Jaden Taylor on the opposite wing, wide open. I mean, look at it. There's no blue jerseys anywhere near him. He's wide open, and he's shooting 50% from downtown coming into the game. And if you want to win on the road, you're UT Martin, you got to find the best player in the other team and locate him. I mean, that is a huge breakdown.
Kevin Keatts with a use it or lose it timeout, and he elects to use it.
At Amica, your coverage always comes with compassion.
I'm just glad to know you're both okay.
It's bow time.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Mom. I land at 3.
Any ideas for your first meal home?
Bojangles?
Well, you don't want my cooking. Well, okay.
This holiday, order your family favorites in the Bojangles app.
Now that tastes like home.
It's Bo.
On Sunday, our women's college basketball matchup of the week right here on ACC Network. You do not want to miss it. Purdue at number 14 Notre Dame tips off noon Eastern time on Sunday right here on ACC Network. Notre Dame has won 7 straight since their season opening loss to South Carolina over in Paris. That was an awesome game. Wish we got that assignment, Noah.
Never been. You been, Jay? The Olympics are there coming up.
Yes.
Wow.
Is that this summer?
It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's going to be
basketball.
2024
basketball to be a part.
Yeah. Shot clock at 7. Here's DJ Burns trying to extend an 11-point lead. That was halfway down, didn't fall.
Foul number 14, Casey Morcell for the Wolfpack. This first foul, team 6 foul.
Now you got to go in your bag if you're UT Martin.
Now
what's your 4-second play to get it down the court? Situations you work on. If it's their ball.
What would your 4-second play be?
They got to throw long. The old kickback Valpo play. Here we go.
Oh, got a great look. Just couldn't connect. The hot shooting for UT Martin really tailed off. They started this game shooting 68% from the floor. They're now under 50. And it's
during this second half, make some things happen for UT Martin.
And it's Sears and UT Martin that start with the basketball. Trailing by 11. Here's Cruz.
Okay.
That's a good start. Jacob Cruz, usually camping out behind the line, takes it inside that time with a good move for the score.
Kobe. Jordan, the head and shoulders fake, the fadeaway. That was nice.
Now hold on a second. You've compared Jacob Cruz to Carmelo Anthony, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan tonight.
Just the move, not the player. The move was Kobe-like.
What was your best comp? when you were playing?
Antoine Walker.
Why was that?
Gambling problem.
I was going to say not a lot of defense, but that.
No, launching from deep 3, stretch 4. I don't know.
NC State, the other thing that they've got going for them in this matchup is they've got the size advantage. Now, one thing that was pointed out to us at halftime is we have not seen the junior Mo Diarra tonight. And Craig Hamill, the sports information director for the Wolfpack, did confirm he is available. But you can see with the sweats on that we don't anticipate him playing tonight, or else we would have saw him in the first half. So we'll have to wait till after the game to get the answer from Kevin Keatts on why he has not touched the court tonight.
Yeah, that's a big loss in terms of his rebound. He had an 18-rebound game earlier this season. Man, that guy, listen, Jaden Taylor can flat out shoot the ball. He's been left open time and again by UT Martin. They got to press up on him and make him put on the deck.
And both teams really starting to run right now. Foul called on the floor. And why Diarra being out is, or not out, but has not played tonight, is because UT Martin is without their big man, Issa Muhammad. So Ryan Ritter told us, head coach of the Skyhawks, Diarra himself could get 20 rebounds tonight because we've got nobody with his type of rebounding prowess. And I guess both guys missing their #1 rebounder tonight. Let's call it even.
Yeah, and Issa Muhammad at the OVC level is in elite level 5. I mean, he's excellent at this level, but in the OVC, he's special. And, you know, he's going to be a huge piece for UT Martin this season.
So with Muhammad out, that's give David Kamwanga some playing time. Offensive foul is to call.
And right there, that was caused by Jaden Taylor. Right here, he presses up, trails hard, and I don't know, maybe a little early roll right there caused a moving screen. But when you pressure the basketball, when you trail hard, and you communicate, good things happen on defense.
Wolfpack have missed their first 3 shots of this second half, trying to end that, and they do.
It's like target practice, though. There's nobody close to him. And UT Martin is over-helping on the drive. And it's a wide-open, same-side 3 for their best shooter.
And UT Martin with the immediate answer. This is more like the first half when we saw these two teams just going punch for punch on the offensive end. Two teams that love the fast pace, high tempo, back and forth style. Here's Cruz. That rim's out no good. DJ Horne settles it. Step back 3. Can't connect. And Parker, too much effort on that rebounding attempt, commits the foul.
Yeah, nice physical rebound inside by Jordan Sears. Well, look at this. This looked like David Thompson in the first dunk contest that were flying in from half court. And sometimes you got to just see when you have a chance of going after the ball versus committing a foul. But he plays with a ton of energy, and that's a big reason why they're excited about that freshman.
Like a golden retriever.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta place the energy in the right place.
All the way to the rim, scoop to the hoop for 2.
Justice Jackson, nice little hezzy, scoop shot with the left hand. Right here, no double team coming, so he can go.
DJ Burns will make you pay when you don't double.
Yeah, man, that's easy money. Give it to him down low. He surveyed the court. He knew it wasn't coming. And, you know, if you're UT Martin, even if you're not going to double, you've got to fake at him like you're going to double because that was just too easy for him to read.
Jordan Sears, he's had a quiet night for his standards. Another layup, back-to-back scoop to the hoops for UT Martin. And Sears needed that to get going.
Yeah, that was great read Saw DJ Burns step back, knew he couldn't stay with him, and just went to another gear to get all the way to the bucket.
MJ Rice back into the game, number 3 in white. So many guards at his disposal for Kevin Keatts this season. They say it went off UT Martin last. So it'll be Wolfpack ball underneath their own hoop.
Jordan Sears starting to get going for UT Martin. Pick and roll, Hezzy, inside layup. Nice.
At Amica, we provide you with something more than auto, home, or life insurance. It's empathy.
You've got the love. You've got the love.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Thank you.
Because at Amica, your coverage always comes with compassion.
I can count on
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Tucson with America's best warranty. The Tucson comes standard with Hyundai complimentary maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your sub right in front of you. All that meat and cheese just for me. Watching that takes me to my happy place. Oh, wait. Jersey Mike's is my happy place. Kelly, did I place an order here in my happy place?
Not yet, Danny.
Then I'm going back to reality.
Number 7 for Danny.
Oh, thanks, reality, Kelly. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Every year, thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments due to falling hydration levels. They've been told how you feel yourself doesn't matter. Then just like that, they're gone. Get yourself back in the game. Get yourself a Gatorade. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
No one ever says how much they love Tuesdays. Well, at Outback, we do. Introducing Tuesday Tails at Outback. Every Tuesday, enjoy a mouth-watering steamed lobster tail with a juicy sirloin starting at $24.99. Meet your new favourite day, mate. Tuesday Tails, only at Outback Steakhouse.
Level up when you add NBA League Pass and watch live out-of-market games with replays, highlights, and more. With YouTube TV.
So the one thing that NC State has this year that a lot of college basketball teams don't is depth, and then that depth providing a lot of balance. And Kevin Keatts' team has proven that again tonight, Noah.
Yeah, no doubt. 5 players averaging in double figures, and they're right on pace for that. And when you throw in kind of the way they're able to switch on the perimeter with those guards, yeah, it makes them incredibly versatile. And kind of the most different player is that guy, DJ Burns.
The officials blow this play dead. Burns, you mentioned the double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds. He is so fun to watch. And one of these days, he might be on triple-double watch because he's that gifted a passer.
Yeah, and definitely willing as a passer.
Dennis Parker Jr. continues to gain confidence in a Wolfpack uniform. He does not look like a freshman out there.
No, and he's going to gain a lot more confidence the more playing time he gets. You know, like, one of the biggest transitions, Jay, when you're a freshman, is the difference between practice and the game. And a lot of times, it's easier to score in the game because, in my experience, the coaches let you foul so much in practice. So when you're a freshman and you're playing, you're going, man, this game's actually easier than the practices, and you kind of gain confidence by just getting more and more experience as the season goes on.
I had never heard that before. That's a great point.
Well, the coaches want you playing hard in practice, and then on top of that, you know your own team's place, so it can become a slugfest from practice for sure.
Here's Jacob Cruz. He's been the hot hand tonight. That rim's out no good. Michael O'Connor rips down the rebound. NC State trying to push the pace, turn defense into offense like they've done all night, all season, and really in the 7 years under Kevin Keatts. Foul there. Jaden Taylor will head to the line for 2.
Yeah, great refusal of the screen by Jaden Taylor on the side pick and roll. DJ Burns set it, and he just went baseline. And the C opened up and went for that reverse. So great two-man game with those two. But it's like, you know, when you play with a guy like DJ Burns, you got to be able to get open. I mean, he can set you a big screen. If you can't get open with that guy screening for you, I can't help you. You can dump it to him, you can play handoff basketball, or you can play pick and roll with him. And he's comfortable in all 3 phases. So to me, if you're a perimeter guy in NC State, you got to just say, hey, number 30 in white's my best friend. You know, I'm going to buy him dinner every night. I'm going to give him the rock, and I'm just going to play through him to get my shots.
NC State has now missed 4 straight free throws. Had the chance to extend this lead to double digits, but have failed to capitalize on the free throw opportunities. UT Martin hanging around, only down 7.
They were down 30 to Rice, ended up cutting it to 7, so they have a big-time comeback ability. Great passing team, a great shooting team. And Wenga fouled there. He'll head to the line. And Middlebrooks trying to resist inside, but committed the foul. And that was a pretty good opportunity for an and one, but he missed a little jump hook.
Taking a deep dive on UT Martin as the Skyhawks have made it a 2-possession game. They are 0-60 in the Division I era against Power 5 schools. 0-60. They've never won against a Power 5 team. And when you can get late in a game and still 1-2 possessions down, you start thinking to yourself, we can make some history.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to watch, you know, this tape and think that they played well necessarily in the first half. So if they can just keep it close and get some more fast break points, and especially some open threes, I think they can feel pretty good about their chances here.
With Burns out of the game, lacking some rhythm. Deep 3 off the mark.
Yeah, nice rebound by Cruz. He averages 9 a game.
Here's Justice Jackson. Shot clock ticks down to 10. In attack mode, KK Curry. He can't connect. And now NC State off and running. MJ Rice. He's fouled hard on his way to the rim. The Kansas transfer trying to cash in transition. Took a big foul there.
Foul number 35, Jacob Cruz.
And you see a big-time swing there because KK Curry made a great move to get into the paint. He missed an easy shot, even though it was good defense inside. And right here, great burst by Jalen Taylor to throw it ahead. And that's a hard foul and a little bit scary for MJ Rice right there. But I think it's a clean play. He just ended up landing on his backside. I think he was going after the ball. And it wasn't unnecessary or extra contact. So to be a flagrant one, it's got to be excessive or severe during live ball, especially when a player swings an elbow. So I don't think he was elbowing or swinging anything. And I didn't see a lot of windup right here. Look, he goes up with 2 hands, tries to make a play, and it's just an awkward delivery. You know, to me, that's a clean play. It's a clean foul, rather.
I would agree with you that the way Rice landed made you think it was worth taking a look at and that it could be a flagrant.
Hey, take a look at it, and I think it should be a common foul.
Now in for the Wolfpack, number 0, TJ Horne. Then Middlebrook's at the line for the Wolfpack.
So common foul is the call confirmed. This is the closest UTM has been since the 9:18 mark in the first half when it was 26-22.
And so MJ Rice has to leave the floor because the coaches came out to check if he was okay on the injury. That's why Ben Middlebrooks is shooting the free throw, even though it was a common foul.
And after NC State had missed 4 in a row, Middlebrook swishes 2 from the line. That's a turnover. Cruz bailed out his poor pass. Jump ball, possession arrow remains with the Wolfpack.
Yeah, and Jay, this is why when you're getting pressed, you've got to look long. Jordan Sears is getting double teamed by NC State in the backcourt. And if you're a forward for UT Martin, you got to help. Because right there, that was a pass because he was running out of time with 5 seconds. Everybody's got to help break that press, but NC State is overloading the front court, and the long pass will be open.
And Morsell cashes in. That's what NC State can do to you. They'll turn you over, and then they'll make you pay.
Yeah, beautiful mid-range turnaround by Casey Morsell. Spent his first 2 seasons at Virginia and had to adjust a little bit to playing a faster pace here at NC State, but that was pretty.
Talk about playing 2 of the most different paces in the entire country.
And right there, they got the block down low.
Kevin Keatts not happy with it.
No, they don't like it. Well, let's see. He's outside, I believe, the restricted area. No, he's got a little. Let's see it one more time. He might have just been heel on that restricted. Hey, watch the right foot.
Yeah,
he's in the restricted
outside.
area. I think he's in.
You think he was in?
Yeah, you got to extend the imaginary line below.
I'm not that imaginary. UT Martin gets the offensive rebound. A chance to cut it to a 2-possession game. Jacob Cruz, the hot hand all night. Passes off, laying it up and in. David Kamwenga playing some big-time minutes with Issa Muhammad out. He's played very well.
Yeah, it was a great flash and an even better pass by Jacob Cruz. Pivoted away from the double and dropped it on the dime.
NC State answers with a big-time triple. TJ Horne delivers.
That was a huge shot as UT Martin continues to hang around.
And Cruz fouled, shooting 3. That's the second time tonight the Wolfpack have committed a foul while Cruz has shot a 3.
Yeah, you got to get out and contest. As first we see the great offense. Jaden Taylor gets it outside to DJ Horne and knocks it down. And then right here, you got to contest without hitting him on the midsection of his torso. I mean, it was the body to body after the contest. He's tough, man. 6'8", and he shoots threes. Not only pick and pop, but on the move and transition, and then flying off screens. I mean, he was flying to his right. That's a tough shot. And if you're NC State, you get a hand up and contest. You've done your job on the defensive end.
just gets 1 of 3 at the line. Step back 3. Money. DJ Horne. Back-to-back triples. That's 4 threes on the night for the Arizona State transfer.
UT Martin shows some pressure. NC State beats it easily, and he just walks into a 3 and says, why not?
He has been red hot tonight. But those 2 threes in a row have really started to separate NC State. DJ Horne has taken over for Kevin Keatts' team. Leading scorer with 16, and the Wolfpack an 11-point lead.
At Amica, we know the most important part of the car is the driver.
I'm so glad you're okay.
I know I can count on
The interaction with everybody here, the service advisors, your sales associate, when I walk in, they're always glad to see me.
Everyone that touches that vehicle, they take pride in being here for the brand. We hold ourselves to a very, very high standard.
I think this is a premier place. The way they attend to the customers is second to none.
In our customer service experience, we're like family at the dealership. So when we sell you a car, we're not just selling you a car, you're family at the end of the day.
It's bow time.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Mom. I land at 3.
Any ideas for your first meal home?
Bojangles?
Well, you don't want my cooking. Well, okay.
This holiday, order your family favorites in the Bojangles app.
Now that tastes like home.
It's bow time.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
At a natural disaster.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Foul time. We showed up. Let's show out.
3, 2, 1.
Game time. Come on.
Get low, then pick up. Get your hands in the air. It's a stick up. Shake your tambourines, move it quicker. Yeah, I'm shaking down the town. It's a picture.
I got you, baby.
Moving on the floor, gotta love that. How she keep it going on, gotta love that. To the beat like a pro, know you love that. Shake it to the flow, gotta love that.
Cheesy buffer so cheesy, airy, and puffy. How'd you do it?
Mission: grab Rockstar Energy Drink and score Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
My degree at APU is in sports and health sciences. APU is a really good fit for me because it allowed me to live and learn at the same time. I had 0 excuses. I could do the work on my own schedule. APU made all the difference.
Make the most stressful time of year the most wonderful time of year with joy-filled cards, festive invites, and more. Share more happy for the holidays.
A lot of my success was predicated on the team's success. Anytime you can have a statue built about yourself at a great university like North Carolina State University, I love, it's something that I could never imagine. And I'm totally honored.
What a special day last week outside Reynolds Coliseum. David Thompson, now immortalized forever, a statue of the man that led the Wolfpack to the school's first ever national championship in men's basketball all the way back in 1974. He is the first player in Wolfpack history to have a statue, and it's a well-deserving one.
Yeah, I mean, he was Michael Jordan's favorite player when Jordan was growing up, and really a precursor in a lot of ways, the way he soared. He was once the Guinness record holder for vertical jump with 42 inches. He scored 73 in a professional game. And, you know, really humble beginnings. He grew up playing in an unpaved court in his backyard with bicycle wheels as the hoops. and of course went on to greatness, including that 74 team that knocked off UCLA and went 30-1. A UCLA stretch where they had won 7 national championships in a row. So really accomplished so much as a player, and then, you know, unfortunately had some drug problems in the professional ranks, but has since completely turned his life around, and we're obviously, you know, so happy about that for him.
Are you a David Thompson biographer in your free time?
No, I mean, you know, you got to know the greats, and he's one that maybe some of the younger players don't realize how great he was.
Well, the one thing that the younger players definitely will appreciate is he is credited with inventing the alley-oop.
Yeah, and it happened in practice, and his coach at the time, Norman Sloan, was like, wait, what is that? We're adding that to the playbook.
So cool. A little history lesson. David Thompson, who obviously is a legend for any NC State fan, but if you're a neutral just flipping around on a Tuesday night, yeah, there's a reason. They don't just put a statue up for no reason. He is one of the great players in the history of this game, and now immortalized forever outside Reynolds Coliseum for a very, very good reason. I'm wondering, you said Michael Jordan's favorite player growing up. Was that not used in the recruiting pitch? Could Jordan have been a Wolfpack?
Yeah, well, an all-time great recruiting miss, if so.
I feel like that's not talked about enough.
Yeah.
Kevin Keatts' team with about 10 minutes remaining in this game. The lead back to 11.
Yeah, UT Martin continues to hang around, and if they want to win this game, they've got to go on a little burst offensively. And you know, Jordan Sears, he's got to start to look for his shot a little bit more.
Here's Sears traveling. He has been really out of rhythm for his standards tonight. Leads the OVC in points and assists. Just is really yet to get going.
Yeah, he's really a player of the year type candidate in the OVC, and you know, he's not going to see this type of length and athleticism at the guard spot in the OVC very often.
Nice give and go. What a finish! Jaden Taylor, acrobatic. Step back three. Off the mark, NC State firing on all cylinders right now. And they're looking for more. Wide open three. No good. Offensive rebound. Taylor lines it up. He can't hit it. Another chance for the Wolfpack here. Well, they got 3 really good looks at it, Noah, but couldn't cash in.
And Jaden Taylor's been a bright spot for the NC State Wolfpack. Great stop and go, backdoor cut, and then David Thompson-esque air reverse right there around 2 UT Martin defenders.
Up three, misfires. Almost 3 minutes without any points for UT Martin. Travel called on Ben Middlebrooks.
I don't know about that one. I thought that was a good move, but he's just trying to do a little too much. I think that's what Coach Keatts is telling him. You see DJ Burns back into the game.
The defensive pressure relentless. Jaden Taylor leads a very talented backcourt for NC State that's going to cause a lot of teams a lot of problems, because they'll speed you up, they'll turn you over, and then they'll take it the other way. 14 fast break points tonight. They average 18 a game, which leads the ACC. The Crews continuing to get it done for UT Martin. He has been the bright spot for the Skyhawks tonight.
Yeah, tough, really tough fadeaway to the baseline, and NC State trying to go on that run, trying to be like that man. David Thompson, an all-time great in this game of college basketball. New statue out front.
At Amica, protecting what matters most to you matters most to us.
You've got the love. You've got the love.
Now you'll have peace of mind for his future.
I can count on you. Hello, blue skies. Don't trim moonlights. Touch of sunshine. Come along for the ride.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Tucson with America's best warranty. The Tucson comes standard with Hyundai complimentary maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
It's bow time.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Mom. I land at 3.
Any ideas for your first meal home?
Bojangles?
Well, you don't want my cooking. Well, okay.
This holiday, order your family favorites in the Bojangles app. Now that tastes like home. It's bow time.
Thanks to Total Wine, you saved more on all the gifts for the ones you adore. Wine, spirits, beers, all nestled on shelves.
Find what you love what you find. Always lowest prices at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Before you use AI to transform business, accelerate growth, predict trends, you need to begin with trust. Introducing watsonx Governance, helping you govern any AI as data, models, and policies change so you can scale it responsibly.
Here we go.
Let's create AI that begins with trust with watsonx Governance. IBM, let's create.
Walmart's amazing holiday deals are happening now. Save big on must-have fashion, top tech, and so much more. Walmart has deals for every gift on their list. Ready, set, gift.
Foul time. We showed up. Let's show out.
3, 2, 1.
Game time. Come on.
Get low, then pick up. Get your hands in the air. It's a stick up. Shake your tambourines, moving quicker. Yeah, I'm shaking down the town. Get the picture.
I got you, baby.
Moving on the floor, gotta love that. How she keep it going on, gotta love that. To the beat like a pro, know you love that. She can shake it to the flow, gotta love that.
Shop K's Big Holiday Sale. Savings this big won't last long.
Now, UT Martin has not gone away in this game, but NC State remains in the driver's seat. Noah, they've been comfortable throughout this second half. Whenever UT Martin gets really close to striking distance, the Wolfpack have found that punch back.
Yeah, they got to be happy with their defensive effort. You know, UT Martin's a team that averages 87 a game. They've only scored 54, and they've completely wiped out their fast break game. So not only the good on-ball pressure, but great transition by NC State tonight.
And the Wolfpack have connected on 9 threes tonight. Great ball movement leads to another open look. Off the mark from O'Connor. We step aside again. NC State closing in on what would be their 7th win of the season. Would make it 3 in a
row. At Amica, protecting what matters most to you matters most to us.
You've got the love. You've got the love.
Now you'll have peace of mind for his future.
I can count on you. Hello, blue
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Tucson with America's best warranty. The Tucson comes standard with Hyundai complimentary maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
It's bow time.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Mom. I land at 3.
Any ideas for your first meal home?
Bojangles?
Well, you don't want my cooking. Well, okay.
This holiday, order your family favorites in the Bojangles app. Now that tastes like home. It's bow time.
Thanks to Total Wine, you saved more on all the gifts for the ones you adore. Wine, spirits, beers, all nestled on shelves. Got some advice from our helpful elves. Oh, so many gifts to explore when you go to Total Wine and more. Bottles so delightful, whoa. Priced so amazingly low.
Find what you love what you find. Always lowest prices at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Things will go wrong for your customers, but your business can make it right with Watson X Assistant. AI that can help resolve problems by understanding your customer requests with 90% accuracy. Let's create customer service in service of customers with Watson X Assistant. IBM, let's create.
Foul time. We showed up. Let's show out.
3, 2, 1.
Game time. Come on.
Get low, then pick up. Get your hands in the air. It's a stick up. Shake your tambourines, moving quicker. Yeah, I'm shaking down the town. It's a picture.
I got you, baby.
Moving on the floor, gotta love that. How she keep it going on, gotta love that. To the beat like a pro, know you love that. Shake it to the flow, gotta love that.
Walmart's amazing holiday deals are happening now. Save big on must-have fashion, top tech, and so much more. Walmart has deals for every gift on their list. Ready, set, get.
The 7:27 remaining in this game. NC State on their way to their 7th win of the season would mark 3 in a row. And then it gets a lot tougher, Noah. Tennessee awaiting on Saturday. That game on ESPN2. And the Vols looking really good right now.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they've got the 5th best defense in the country, 28th best offense, and Dalton Connect is having a monster season. I mean, he had a beast of a game at UNC, 37 points. He was just killer in that game before turning his ankle really late in that contest. And, you know, if you haven't seen him play, he had probably the dunk of the year so far against Michigan State behind the back on the fast break. And their team that I'm looking at with Santiago Vescovi back, Josiah Jordan James, Jordan Gainey, they're another team around, you know, that's just old and experienced, like old in a good way. And that's the thing with the 5th year that a lot of these guys are getting. Everybody gets, rather. College basketball is super deep right now.
And it's a great opportunity for Kevin Keatts of this Wolfpack team to get a marquee resume win. If they can pull that upset against Tennessee on Saturday, that would carry a lot of weight come March. And the threes just keep falling in Raleigh. DJ Horne drills his 6th 3 of the night.
And another guy with a ton of experience. Started his career at Illinois State before going to Arizona State. And you know, Coach Keatts said he reminds him a little bit of Trequavian Smith. And he's got that combo ability to play the 1 and the 2.
Well, he's showing off the shooting tonight. Another triple. That is 3 threes in a row. The last one belongs to Parker. And NC State has blown this game wide open with 6 minutes left in it.
At Amica, we provide you with something more than auto, home, or life insurance. It's empathy.
You've got the love. You've got the love.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Thank you.
Because at Amica, your coverage always comes with compassion.
NC State rolling and raining threes from downtown. DJ Horne, a huge part of it, getting involved in the mid-range, pull-out game, pick and roll, kick, bottoms from the wing. And then on the break, nobody picked him up, knocked it down. He's playing with a ton of confidence, and the guy's been good in college basketball a long time. He made 72 threes at Arizona State last season, shooting at about 33% from downtown, but that number's going to come up. He's a driller, and he's going to be one of their biggest weapons moving forward for NC State.
He's got a season-high 22 tonight. And the scoring will not stop. It's a 15-2 run for the Wolfpack to really take this game out of reach.
UT Martin continues to just kind of back off on the break, and NC State continuing to play aggressively.
Burns the block. He's had a great night. Double-double. Add in 3 blocks, 3 assists. Big man doing it all.
Yeah, no doubt. And UT Martin has just gone ice cold on the offensive end and become a little bit stagnant. Let NC State apply their pressure, and that's what NC State's going to want to do in the ACC. It's just ball pressure, create turnovers, get deflections, and then try to create additional offense in the fast break.
UT Martin now one of their last 11. And for as cold as they've been, the Wolfpack have been equally hot. Burns lines up a 3. Can't connect. Crowd would have erupted at PNC if he did.
Man, Burns all smiles. You can't believe it because Jacob Cruz came in and 360'd midair, and he thought he was
looking at the rim.
No. He's had a good game and a good showing. I mean, he came out red hot.
On Sunday, you don't want to miss it. Notre Dame squaring off against Purdue on the women's side. It tips off noon Eastern right here on ACC Network. That is Sunday, Purdue and Notre Dame. Here's MJ Rice, dumps it to Burns. That doesn't fall. Already a double-double tonight for Burns. Wolfpack have really shown off tonight that even without a Mo Diarra, who has not played, they've got a lot of depth and a lot of talent, a total roster overhaul, 7 new faces, 6 transfers, 1 freshman, and they're getting better every game playing together.
And no doubt they're definitely going to need it this season in the ACC. We know Coach Keatts has had so much success, above 500, 5 out of 6 seasons in the ACC, but man, it is a murderer's row as usual coming up for them. Not only Tennessee coming up, but got Notre Dame, Virginia, and Duke is back and super loaded again, even though they lost down in Arkansas. They are loaded. Kyle Filipowski, Jeremy Roach, they're in college a long time, and they are stacked.
Burns now up to 5 blocks to go along with his 12 rebounds and 10 points. 8 different scorers for the Wolfpack tonight. UT Martin, we thought we'd see more 3-point shooting from the Skyhawks tonight. They started off hot, Noah, but too little too late here.
Yeah, and you got to credit NC State shooting when you're drilling threes. It's hard to start the fast break, and you got to get stops and get defensive rebounds. UT Martin came into the game leading the country in that category. There's another one. They are red hot here at NC State.
LJ Thomas, he adds a 3. 5 different Wolfpack players with a made triple tonight.
At Amica, protecting what matters most to you matters most to us.
You've got the love. You've got the love.
Now you'll have peace of mind for his future.
I can count on you.
This winter, gift yourself what you really want during Kia's Season of Giving Back sales event. Kia is giving great deals on the confidently capable Sorento and the spacious Sportage. Not to mention the great deals on even more vehicles, like the all-electric EV6 and the fun-to-drive Forte. So visit your local Kia dealer and enjoy Kia's Season of Giving Back. Kia, movement that inspires.
Every year, thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments due to falling hydration levels. They've been told how you feel yourself doesn't matter. Then just like that, they're gone. Get yourself back in the game. Get yourself a Gatorade. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
Berlin has so much to offer. Staying in a room at Joanna's gave me a feeling of what it could actually look like to live there. It was my last night and we wanted something fun. Joanna is a really good singer, but I am very good with the lyrics. The next day, we could not really talk because we had such a good time.
People who come to cricket, stay with cricket.
When I'm up here, I'm always going live. I'm always streaming to promote myself, and cricket helps me do all that with reliable service.
Are we live? Please tell me you're getting this. Smile, you're on cricket.
If your business needs a new application, then developers will have to write code. A lot of code. If an application needs to be modernized, then you'll need time, resources, and caffeine. If this sounds daunting, then use Watson X Code Assistant, AI designed to multiply developer productivity so you can generate code quickly. Let's create a more modern foundation for business with Watson X Code Assistant. IBM.
UT Martin has produced 2 of the best coaches to ever stand on a sideline. Pat Summitt, obviously, it goes without saying, probably the best coach to ever coach college basketball, and Leonard Hamilton still doing his thing in Tallahassee, Florida State head coach. So you probably have the best ever to do it, and I would say the most underrated to ever do it, Leonard Hamilton, who should absolutely be in the Hall of Fame.
No doubt.
Take a look at our ACC in the net. Leonard Hamilton's Florida State not in the top 100 as it stands. It's an early sample size, Noah, but you're a numbers guy, so what stands out to you?
Well, I love Clemson. 22nd ranked offense in the country. P.J. Hall is back for more in the post, and Joe Girard, the Syracuse transfer, shooting 45% from 3. Chase Hunter playing well. And they beat Pitt, and then they had a win against Alabama on the road, which is huge for your net numbers. And for the viewers at home trying to do the calculus or the geometry of net and what it means, your quad 1 and your road wins are really important. So if you're rooting for a team and they're going out and winning on the road, that's incredibly valuable for their March resume, and it's actually incredibly rare. I mean, there are such few teams that get to double-figure road wins that, when you can win on the road, that goes a long way for your at-large resume.
Why is the road win weighted so heavily in the net?
All right, I'll tell you something. When you're, playing at home in the hoops you practice on, coming out of your own locker room versus 8,000 to 10,000 people on the road, it is incredibly hard to win in college basketball. The home court advantages are so huge that it might account for, it's depending on where you are, it might be like an 8 to 10 point swing and how hard it is to win. And that's why it's incredibly rare to win on the road in college basketball.
NC State 70 seconds away from closing out a third straight win, and then all eyes will be on the Tennessee Volunteers Saturday. You can watch the game on ESPN2, 10 Eastern Time. And the Volunteers will certainly be favored in that game, but NC State has shown again tonight there are just not a lot of teams in college basketball in this transfer portal era that have the depth and the scoring balance that the Wolfpack do.
Yeah, it's going to be a test. Tennessee, the 5th best defense in the country. So they're certainly going to have to share the basketball and try to get a lot of easy shots. But, NC State took care of business here tonight. And even though UT Martin was hanging around, NC State able to play their game and get each other open shots. So it wasn't just the shooting, it was the passing that set up the open threes for the Wolfpack.
And Noah, you were just talking about how difficult it is to win on the road. Well, here at PNC Arena, the Wolfpack 5-0 this season, 20-2 over the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, they've been fantastic.
Win tonight.
They've been fantastic.